What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome to the first FUT draft that I have done on FIFA 16. Now, if you guys have been tuning into Path to Power, you will have seen one on there, but this was my actual first one. So I wanted to get a little warm up for Path to Power, so I wasn't bad for you guys. That's where we're going to leave it. Got to pick our captain, and I went in and I picked Yaya Toure. Because I wanted, with this false 9 formation, I wanted a versatile player that I could play at either the CM spot or the CDM spot. A little bit of a controversial choice right there, if I do say so. We did pick up Best, and we're slowly filling out the squad. And you guys can see this was a really tough choice. I didn't know who to go with. I ended up going Schneiderlin. Give me that Toure link and potentially a link to the other side. I always pick Legends. I will always pick Legends. I almost picked Florenzi because when I did this, that was the day that he scored that wonder strike against Barcelona. Oh, that was so tasty. But the next time that I do one of these, you guys will get to see. I'm going to go ahead and chatter through my thought process, probably turn it into 2 videos, because otherwise, doing the way I do the actual draft itself, it probably, with how long-winded I am, it could potentially be 8 minutes long in itself, which is quite a lot. So I didn't know where to go there. I went with Menez because I wasn't crazy about Guimero as my center forward. We went ahead and picked up Ramirez. So filling out the squad, and all the chemistry is pretty good. It's BPL side. The only thing I'm not crazy about is we have Skirtle and Williams as our 2 center backs. Not a good look. Bring on Aaron Ramsey right here. Keeping good chemistry for the rest of the squad. And it looks nice. I'm going to go ahead and play Menez. We've got the informed Naismith hanging out on the bench, which the funny part about that is I completely forgot that I drafted him. So I never actually brought him on as a sub. The player that I ended up subbing in most with this team, and right now I'm just putting on my instructions that I used all throughout FIFA 15 for the false 9, hoping that they work the same. And I think I want to tweak the instructions a little bit, but that'll be a video for a later date once I get really comfortable, because as many of you guys know, I don't really like making claims or giving you guys ideas without kind of testing them out first, at least for the most part. Of course, this guy, he's got the inform Ronaldo. That'll be a common theme for this draft. But the guy that I brought on more often than not, Jermaine Laws, I much preferred him to Balassi. And by the end of the draft, he was the one that was starting for me. So we're getting things started straight away off kickoff, and I didn't know what to think. This is really my first. This is the first thing that I did when I got the game. So you're gonna see some really awkward play. Well, sort of awkward play, like right there, the first time fake shot. But this guy, he's got a guest. So, and 2 people trying to play together for the first time on a game is really a tough ask. George Best doing his best to absolutely ruin the guest. And it slips inside, left trigger, right trigger. Great start in this one, giving me a 1-0 lead just in the 4th minute. It took me a little while to get going here and get a little bit more comfortable, but George Best was by far the man that was making this work for me. And I had opportunities that I could have put I think I could have maybe drafted Messi, but I couldn't resist the legend. I just couldn't do it. That's a lovely slotted ball in, and Aaron Ramsey just kind of does a little spin around, a little LT, RT, trying to pivot backwards, release the RT, and just kind of LT inside. 2-0 now, 49th minute, and I really like draft. And I think you guys will get to see a lot of it, and some of you guys are going to be like, well, Japes, that's the draft is the draft. It's a tournament with a random team, but it also combines the pack openings and all sorts of stuff. So it's just like everything encompassing an Ultimate Team. It's got the squad building aspect. It's got the tournament aspect. It's got the pack aspect. It's just really fun. And I'm really happy with the game mode so far. It does add I will say I could see it getting pretty frustrating if you come up with somebody that has just an amazing draft team and you're stuck with a team that's just really not great. Because that's going to happen from time to time. Like, this draft team was much better than the draft that I got for Path to Power, and that's just the way the cookie crumbled. That's the way it worked. I did consistently bring on Luciano Vieto as well as my center forward. Really tidy player. Everything that I was hoping he might be from his stats. So if you guys are looking for a budget striker still, definitely a player to consider going out and picking up. He 100% will be making an appearance in Path to Power as well. This guy, though, I mean, Messi and Ronaldo and Rakitic right there. This was one of those where I saw it and I was like, come on, man. But it really adds something to it for me. And I just make a mistake and give away possession far too easily right there. And it is the parting of the seas. And I just don't know what happened to my defense. Nobody wanted to lock on. Ronaldo able to streak clean on through. 4th minute, down 1-0. Really, really frustrating. And Menez, for being on such low chemistry, was actually kind of awesome. I was really, really impressed with him. And if you have a Serie A squad or a French squad, I would really, really encourage picking him up. Brilliant run from Darmian, bursting out of the midfield. Somehow he'd ended up in there, but he spots a gap on the counter. The pass, finds the right man, slots away at the near post. Really, really happy with that goal. In the past, they kind of got it there. Decided to take this, try to take this pretty quickly. You will be able to score on these. That was not a great free kick. And if he just let his keeper pick it up, he wouldn't have been down 2-1 at this point. But it finds Pjanic, who I just brought on as a sub for Aaron Ramsey. That was the other kind of sub that I made with the squad. Pjanic is a great little player. But that is where that match came to a close. So we're keeping with this, and I think it's the last. Oh no, there it is. Switched Jermaine Lons in right there, and it's just because I brought him on. He offered so much more. While Bolassi's got the skills and the pace, like Lons is just better at everything else. Here we go again, Cristiano Ronaldo. What do you know about that? Not surprised anymore at this point. Just kind of what's to be expected. Interesting that he was using Laporta as a left back. I didn't notice that until reviewing back the footage because he didn't really seem all that out of place. So 19th minute, swing in the corner. Wonderful header from Big Skirtle. I couldn't believe it. That kind of header animation, or kind of like graphic sequence, or whatever you want to call it, the physics behind that kind of header, just didn't really feel like it was in FIFA 15. So when I scored that, I got kind of excited about it. And then, of course, the mind starts churning, and it's like, oh man, I could be scoring all sorts of different little things. This is interesting. I'm going to have more of a play around with this. But Menez right there making it 2-0. Lovely turn. And we're slowly working forward possession. The false 9, we'll touch on that really quick. I wish I would have gotten more time to play with it, but it feels like it could be pretty strong again. Feels like it might be all right. And that guy, that ping pong passing, guys, get it out of your mind that you just hit A straight forward. It is not that simple anymore. You will give up goals like that time and time again. I'm guilty of it already. And it's something that I've had to correct. And generally, I'm a pretty patient player with my build-up. Again, Menez, even though he's on like 3 chem, nice turn, nice finish, off balance at that. 4-0 now, 65th minute. Going to trot on over towards the corner flag as this match looks we put this one down as a W at this point. Well in the books, get the rage quit out on there. So we head on into the final. And the final was a whole lot of nothing. You're going to see right here. No Pirlo, no party. I thought that was kind of a fun name. I rate that name. But there he is again. Cristiano Ronaldo. 3 games out of 4 against him in the draft. Kind of annoying, not so much. He chose to go with the Colombian connection up front, and he actually did a pretty good job. And this guy was a very competent 4-1-2-1-2 player. And that's why I've said a few times, I think this formation is really, really strong this year. I'm just not very good at it. But we brought Balassi on as a sub right here. You can see all the stamina he has. And bringing him on as a super sub is a serious deal. Because of the pace and the strength, he's able to really take advantage of the outside backs. Does kind of get caught right there, but it's Vieto brought on as a sub as well. And he lets me turn, beats one, and then that change of pace that I didn't even know how I did that, but he did it automatically. And in the 90th minute, we won our first draft. And I totally fist bumped here. And I ran over to the camera and remembered that could be the new celebration. How cool is that? I was so pumped watching this. So like winning the draft with the team that you draft the team, you win. It's just brilliant. And then you get to open the packs. And that's why the draft to power that will undoubtedly get going here is going to be more of my pack opening series, because as many of you guys like to know, I don't really like just spamming packs. I want to have the gameplay and everything in there as well. So I might try to accumulate like tons of packs from playing the draft and go about it that way, and then see what we can open up when there's a really, really good team of the week or something. But you see, we get 2 mega packs and a premium gold pack. Go ahead and pop these open. Danny's the best player in that one. That is sad. But that's okay. We get these 2 mega packs, and I'm hoping for something good. Elm, are you kidding me? Just absolutely brutal. Sending it all to the club just for the sake of time at this point. Felipe Melo, again, nothing to write home about. Kind of sad stuff. Thank you all for watching. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.